Hey everybody, welcome back to our holiday special 3 of 3, which is going to be a super trivia bonanza day. It's like two ultra special, super fun things for today. We've got the, as promised, our super special tea trivia bonanza, or whatever you want to call it, coming up really shortly. And we were actually so busy getting ready for that I didn't even have time to be excited about the tea we're drinking today. Hey JS, welcome to the stream.
Good afternoon.
I was just getting all the questions ready, some new formats.
We're really focused on the tea trivia till I was breaking the pour. Then I suddenly was like,
which is already...
Which I'm super excited because this morning we only had a jar of a black tea. We didn't have
a pot,
yes, a pot of black tea, and didn't really have time to enjoy some tea. So I am super excited for the tea as well as the trivia questions.
All right, so let's first ask you guys what's in your cup, and then we'll talk a bit about what we're brewing, because we're going to talk about it a lot. It's super. We were talking about that yesterday, right after yesterday's stream. We're like, tea trivia is going to be really busy, like it's a lot of, which is fun, interaction, question and answer, but this tea is, which could be a good thing. This tea is probably going to completely shut us down in terms of like trying to describe it. 1999, guys, 1999 Sheng Pu'er here. 21, virtually 22 years old. We're at the end of 2000. Let's face it, it's nearly 2001 here.
Right. Look at me, being a pervert. When I was shooting this, I one hand hold the camera, one hand is doing this. I was like, it doesn't feel right. Something is weird. Like undress kind of thing.
Yes, she's undressing the tea. We get really personal with our tea here. So this is us. Hey, Cindy, it's the tea trivia bonanza day. That's right.
That's right.
Not to mention, we're drinking a 99 Sheng Pu'er. Look at this. Look at this cute little Barba Papa shaped tea. Look, it's got a belt on the outside and a belt on the inside. So pretty. Look at how dark it is. We're going to show you.
The color balance is a little bit to the cold side. Like vis-a-vis what I'm seeing right here is slightly to the colder side.
Let's get in on the leaf there. We're going to show you too with the camera. We'll see if that's any different. But there is the aged leaf. I'm staring at it too in wonder. It's right here. It's right here. Cindy's got a 90s aged brick Liu Bao inspired by the 90s choice. Awesome.
Nice,
Great.
nice.
That's what we aim to do, inspire. Went along with some aged Shen. Don't know.
Today is all about aged Shen.
Yeah, good call, guys. Don't know much about the material, but it's an 06. That's a nice one, guys. Whoa. Everybody's pulling out. I'm glad you guys followed the spoil yourself. End of 2020. We're going to kick this year right off the screen. Zoom. Because my hand went off screen. We're going to kick this year right off the screen and reboot into 2021. We're going to do that with some great tea. All right. Hey, Fernanda, welcome to the stream. We're just getting warmed up. We just showed off the tea we're going to do. I'm going to head over to the brew cam, to the tea table view, and show you the tea while Jen fills the kettle up. So we just showed the little movie reel, but oh, look at that. I was saying we were so busy with the tea trivia. So why were we so busy with tea trivia? It's really not that big of a deal, because I made a really big, yummy breakfast first. Why did I point that out, right? I want to point that out because I think of all the stuff that's going down, this is especially important with how 2020 rolled, right? I think taking care of yourself is the #1 important thing, and taking care of people you love. Feeding them, making them good tea, and then all the other stuff can just fit around that. So that's why we were so busy. Because you know what? I'm not having cereal to make time. I'm having a nice breakfast, okay? So that's why we were, that's why we're so frantic. It's not because it's a lot of work or it's stressful. It's just because, that's why. So what's JS got going on? He's drinking some Fujuan, nice and warm with the freezing rain outside. Yeah, we've got snow. It started as like those really mini flakes, just like one slice above freezing rain. All the Canadians know what I'm talking about. We have very detailed, so sleet would be the term. It started as like a snowy sleet and has now progressed into a lovely downy snowfall. All right, so you got a Fujuan to help fight off that freezing rain feeling.
You're
also
making gemeja, right? I saw the picture of roasting rice.
he's been caramelizing
I guess that's one of the
1
things.
kg of honey.
I feel like that's a lot of.
Don't take your, I don't know about honey. Sugar is really quick once it starts to go, so don't lose track of that honey. We don't want any, we don't want you to lose your kg of honey. Actually, honey's dense. That's just that mini bottle. She uses it as a weight for her training, for her physical training.
The dumbbell, so I just look inside my kitchen and find something that is not glass because I don't want to cut my face if I drop it.
There's always a drop risk.
Right, so the plastic.
She goes right to failure.
Honey is really dense, and so that's my dumbbell.
So yeah, so we are familiar with the kg of honey. It's not, I pictured a giant pot like this, but then I realized, oh, it's just a bottle. But still, it's a full pot of honey. Fernanda says, lovely leaves, sweet tea set. Let's go back and show them some more of the tea set with the brew can.
Yeah, this is my classic and only Sheng Pu'er pot. It's quite a big one.
Really big old 200-ish.
Really big opening, really easy to put everything in and
Easy
out.
to stuff those leaves in, yeah.
Look at those teacups. Those are, oh, nice one.
Really pretty, yeah.
Yeah, those are from a friend. He has a kiln right outside Beijing, and my mom sometimes go over and make some custom teacups. And those are like, because they still use the old style wood fire,
right?
So there will be ashes that falls on that.
So
Kind
you,
of a
so
look
you get
like
those
different
random
layers of glaze
Yeah.
kind of look.
You get those unique patterns, huh?
Focus.
Really pretty. There we go. It's good. When you yell focus at it, it seems to listen. It's afraid of you. Rightly so. Oh, look at that. That came in sharp.
Right at this, so.
Oh boy, I didn't think you'd catch that. She heard me. Pretty cups. Yes, and Dee's Versified is having the sticky rice pu'er today. So that is awesome. Everybody's getting the dark tea theme. And the weather worked out good. You're right, JS, that it's a great, at least here, a great weather for dark tea, right? We've got the snow, you've got that freezing rain. We're all gonna warm up with dark tea. Joseph's got the aged Sen from 06. Cindy pulled out a 90s Liobao. Man, I'd love to try that.
This morning, Fernanda and I were talking about cold weather because Canada has been, at least in Ottawa, we have been having really mild winter.
Mild.
You know, 0, sometimes -10. Like
yeah, -10 was like cooled, and I'm joking because that's pretty nice for this season.
But the funny thing is, yesterday I was talking to my friends and my families about how cold it is in China. Like Beijing feels like -20, which is crazy. I've never heard of that.
-20 C in Beijing, and that's really cold for them.
Yeah, and all times I remember -13 in the night. That was like a cold days, and my hometown. -7 is incredible. Like the coldest days from my memory was like -4, and I kind of just quit school when it's so cold, and I asked my parents to call the school. I'm gonna be late, so once the temperature warm up, I will just go to school later. I'm not getting up super early.
Yeah, totally. So I saw that JS said he's got the honey on low and keeping a super close eye on it.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw some pictures onto Discord. So I'll throw up the little Discord overlay here. I think everybody here is pretty much on the Discord already, but just in case, I'll throw up the little code. Why do you do that, JS? For the, so he's going to,
Right.
I wonder too, is it for his Genmeisha or some other reason? Because caramelized honey sounds so good. I love. And as tea drinkers, you're probably familiar, right? Oftentimes the bottom cup gets that caramelized brown sugar, caramelized honey. It's a great aroma to put into your aroma locker, your brain or whatever, to just remember, because it's one of the things. Oh, here we go. 1999 Sheng Pu'er coming up. So anyway, if you're not on Discord, and I think you all are, but if somebody jumps on or if you're watching later and you want to see JS's caramelized honey, jump onto our Discord. There's an invite code. I didn't put a link down below, but I will put. Old. That's the classic old library. You know, like ancient library.
But you have that date sweetness.
I didn't get that yet.
What
let me
it's
try
more like
again.
my like
Medicinal date.
black.
Yeah.
Black date, black.
Yeah.
or-
Yes. Chinese medicine date more than like
Right.
not a juju date fresh from the grocery store.
No. It's a little bit smoked, almost like.
I'm just sticking my whole nose in the pot.
I
hope you don't
know.
mind.
I know.
Cindy says it actually the first time I've had this aged Liu Bao. Got it on the recommendation of a friend, and it's wonderful. It's woody and has a fruitiness. Wish I had wood-fired cups to drink from.
Ooh, that's nice.
As long as you got a cup, you're gold. Or even just drink it from the pot if you're solo. You know, you can always improvise. So at Fernanda, tea, so here's the caramelized the honey is for mead. Oh, right. I love Jamaica and I want to try making a mead inspired by it. For mead, honey is the base of caramelizing. It adds a different element. Oh, cool. Making mead. Wow. That's cool. That is really cool.
The fruity tartness that got concentrated because it's a dried fruit kind of a flavor.
Let me come back to that.
Like a dried prune, like dried date.
Prune, I'm getting
they
prune
all
now.
have that that kind of a dried.
Yep. Concentrated.
Tartness, like that kind of a special fruit tartness there.
Yeah. You're right. Especially date, like dried date. When they have that powdery coating, they get that smell when you cut them open, and you know what I mean by they get that sugary powdery. Oh, that's oh boy.
I'm glad that we had a good breakfast.
Yes. I think this will be a little less stripping than a younger Shen, right?
It's not a stripping, but I
still
feel
gonna,
I
yeah.
put a good amount because I don't usually drink that often. So when I drink it, I drink a lot.
We really spoiled ourselves, and this should go for a while. So this is going to be super fun. All right, so we've got our we've talked about our teas that we're drinking. It's definitely it seems to be an aged tea theme. Love that. Dark tea theme, and it's getting close to kick off what I think you've all been waiting for. Should we tell them at the front what's at stake, or should we make them wait?
Whatever you say.
I think we should tell them up front because we figured that out. Okay, we still don't. We're just going to straight up keep score. Oh, which I should have a book for. Okay, good. I got a book for because this is serious now. We're going to put some stakes up here. This is still friendly. It's still totally fun. We're just goofing around. So I don't want people to think, oh my God, I've got to put on my game face or whatever. Just have some fun. Take a guess. You know, you can't get a right answer if you don't take a guess. So just take a guess if you don't know. And have fun. But we told you guys, right? I think because I missed the tea trivia. For the other day, we said we would throw down a big tea trivia bonanza today. So we got that all sorted out. And we're going to go for the winner, which will be straight up most correct answers. We're going to throw out a $50 coupon code for you, especially for the winner, okay? So that is what's going to happen today, but it's still just for fun. I hope it doesn't make people I don't think you guys will. I'm just kind of joking around with all that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to keep score with my pen on my piece of paper here. And we'll definitely show the liquor. I've got a little bit of a different setup today, so we'll start with that one. Yeah. Right, so it's...
My hand really make that look cloudy, but
yeah.
This might look a little bit better.
Yeah, and you need to bring it, like when you do the hand, it's got to come more to the
here,
front, or it grabs the back. There you go.
Here we go.
Yeah.
And you still feel the...
Oh, that's really, look how brilliant it is. I think it's coming through.
Right, okay, that's a focus. So much struggle with focus.
Really pretty. And it's got a little bit of almost like sediment from the first, there was a rinse, right? So we did rinse it, but it's aged, so it's got that little...
I wanted to say, that's why the luster doesn't mean it's empty, like you go through, it's clear. With a little something, if you pay attention, there's a little floating, it's normal, because there's a tea, always comes with a little fuzz or something, but that clarity and the luster is the texture almost of the liquor.
I'm looking forward to see how... Here we go. Let's go to back to the brew cam so they can see our reaction.
Reaction.
It's like those YouTube reacts to video. Phil Rushworth reacts to 1999 Sheng Pu'er.
Make you into a cool emoji.
Oh, wow. Whoa. This is where the stream gets slurpy, guys. Wow. Okay. Okay, guys, here's the deal. I'm gonna do my best because this is really good. That nose, that aroma of the age date, it has a little, the first thing I got hit with was the slightest hint of that age date sweet, and then it was like a Sheng Pu'er flavor fill my whole mouth. That jungly, barnyardy with the sweet intermingled. Did I do a pretty good job so far? I don't know. This is really...
Yeah, I wasn't paying much attention. Once I sipped these and those good teas, I don't...
Yeah, I'm just trying to capture, like, as stuff floods by, I'm trying to grab some...
It's really hard. I feel it's so enjoyable to sip it, and it's so... I don't know how to express it accurately, but I don't want to just talk and misrepresent this tea.
Right.
It's... how should I say? It's gentle. It's not weak.
Mm.
It's almost... it's soft.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Yeah, really good. It has that Sheng Pu'er flavor, but it is
I feel like
gentle.
If when you first sip, or when you you know, when I smell this, this is not something that very obvious. Oh, this smells like old book, this and that. Or
No, that's true.
Not at all. You sip it, almost you need to give it 1 or 2 seconds. Then suddenly the tea hits you again. Not a strong,
I totally agree.
pungent hit.
That's right.
But everything is there. It's so gentle, it's so melted together, it's hard to pick out flavors. And I found it's like, you were like, you know, when I sip it, I was like, oh, it's so gentle, so light. But after I swallow it, it's not gone. It's still in my mouth when I breathe in and out. When I have my empty mouth, all the flavor is almost the same consistency, lingering, is still there. The date comes more in my nose when I breathe out, and the texture, that softness, especially, it feels so soft, silky, slippery when the liquor slide down the throat. It's more of that kind of thing than.
And the first sip, like you described, it's got that softness that, but it unrolls. It's not overly quick. It's slow and rapid at the same time. Like, what I mean is, when I took that first sip, I had that same like experience of a bunch of not a bunch, like the flavor reveals itself in waves, gently but obviously and steadily and powerfully. So it's like this. That's why on my first sip, I don't know if you noticed, my eyes kind of popped because I had that immediate, the aroma flavor was first, and then it started to unroll the soft Shen flavor, the gentle but powerful. Okay. Now I've got like, there's...
So I like to take a big sip. Like use a medium to large-ish cup, tasting cup large, not coffee cup large.
Right.
Tasting cup large, and have a big sip in my mouth to really feel the texture, and slowly swallow it. And when I have a little bit left, like a little bit, I like to do those swoosh, like mouthwash, almost mouthwash, swoosh, and
look at that color.
And those kind of swoosh activities are really emphasize on the elasticity, like focus.
Oh, wow.
It's opening up more.
So it's,
this is
yeah.
the second infusion.
I
It's
felt that on
opening
the
up
first
more.
one too. It's gentle, but I think it's, and I don't think it's going to suddenly not be gentle, but I think it's going to show more of its power as it opens up. You feel a lot of power behind this tea. It really has like a gentle but sturdy sip.
Yes, yes. It's like
Oh boy.
somebody talk in soft voice, but very powerful words.
Right. Like James Earl Jones talking to you. I don't know, maybe. All right, we got a lot of questions to go through.
Okay, let's get to that. Otherwise, it will take
We
us
could just talk
forever.
about the tea all day for sure. We knew that was going to happen yesterday. We called it. So here we go. I hope I got everything set up properly. I've got some new stuff coming up for you, but sing along with me, guys, because it is tea trivia time. All right, here we go. Like we said, if you have just jumped in recently, I didn't pay attention. I don't know if anybody new has jumped in, but today we're doing a tea trivia bonanza. We usually do 3 to 5 questions just to warm up for whatever video we're doing. But today we're going to do almost a whole video of tea trivia. Obviously, we're going to talk about this spectacular tea that we're sipping here. So here we go, tea trivia time. All right, guys, we've got 15 questions here. The winner, so whoever gets the most correct answers, I'm going to kind of take a roll call right now so I can kind of keep score. But whoever gets the most correct answers will be getting a $50 coupon code. So, you know, it's just fun. I always emphasize this is not to show that you know so much about tea or anything. It's just to have fun and goof around and just have a really good time. And yeah. Okay, so I'm just taking down the roll. I think I've got it. I'm going to add to it as the answers come in. If somebody jumps in, feel free to just participate. You never know. You might be a ringer and get all of them right and come back from behind. But that's it. So here we go, guys. We're going to start with, of course, question 1. Tea Trivia Bonanza, holiday special, 3 out of 3. A group of 7 bings is called A, jackpot. Obviously, yeah. B, a tong. C, a liang. Or D, a jing. So what is a group of 7 bings called? And if you're not sure what a bing is a cake, a pressed disc. I think yesterday we called it a tea frisbee. So it's a frisbee-shaped chunk of tea, a disc of tea. So is it called, a group of 7 bings together is called A, jackpot, B, a tong, C, a liang, D, a jing. All right, we got some answers rolling in.
We missed some comments, I think, from above.
Did we?
Yes, Cindy said, I'm glad I thought my tea had a date taste before you mentioned it. Why would I have thought I was being influenced by your tea description? I'm so
I think we're all susceptible to that. I think it's in a way helpful for us.
It's helpful. Sometimes it's like we describe things differently.
This is so good.
We describe things differently. I might call that date. He might call that prune. It's not like is it date or prune, which one is right. It's like which element of those fruit that remind us of. Because in the end, what does that taste like? Tea.
Yeah.
Right? Any
that's
of those
right,
is
that's
based
right.
on our experience, our taste buds, and
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We were talking about something similar yesterday, how we both perceive tart. We found out there's quite a different way we each approach tart. It's the same basic flavor, but we each have our own angle on it. Taste is very interesting.
And it's very interesting because the reason we were talking about is how much I like vinegar, and I'm pretty, I have pretty tart food, and I'm okay. However, I have really low tolerance towards fruit tart. But those both are pretty, like, we would use tart to describe them, but somehow for me, if there's any like a tart fruit, like a blueberry and stuff, I just cannot take it at all.
Oh yeah.
Even though I can have a lot of like vinegar, I can like eat a spoon of vinegar straight up, I'm fine.
All right, guys, so that is question 1. I see that your answers are in. So the correct answer is A, jackpot, but more correctly, it's B, atome is the official correct answer. Obviously, if you got 7 bings, you hit the jackpot. And yeah, so that is, yeah, JS is a big fan of tart fruit, right? We don't mind it as much. It's interesting, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't mind that at all. What I would describe like too much for me, he would totally finish the whole bowl of fruit.
No problem.
It's really interesting, and I don't know why, because they're both just tart.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to move along, but they're different. They really are different. I do appreciate that the flavors are quite different between a tart fruit and a tart vinegar. Very different. Question 2. What is a smackdown infusion? Is it A, when you drop your gaiwan? B, that would be so sad. B, a very short infusion. C, when you forget an infusion. Or D, a long infusion. All right, this is a cutesy question related to especially rewarding Gen T regular viewers. This is not an official Gong Fu term. This is a Gen T-ism that we've adapted, but it is called a smackdown. So what is a smackdown infusion? Is it A, when you drop your gaiwan? B, a very short infusion. C, when you forget an infusion. Or D, a long infusion. We will chit-chat amongst ourselves while you assemble your answers.
Cindy says those HT are so grounding. Love that. Yes. Grounding.
Grounding is a great way to describe them, yeah.
Absolutely. Got that right. When things go quiet like that, you know it's a darn good tea.
You know it's a good tea, right?
When it's a darn good tea.
Darn good, yeah.
Oh man, don't drink it, just sugar. Often really enjoy it today. Reminds me of a leather shop we'd always stop at in the summers.
Going up to the cottage.
Right.
That's one of the beautiful things about tea and the aromas that tea evokes. For me as well, they're often associated with memories. They bring you back to a place or a time that was just magical. Or like leather shop.
Diversified is with me. About tartness.
Yes, she didn't like those tart berries. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, we've got some answers, so let's see what's going on. We've got Fernanda, Cindy, and Diversified guessing that it's a very short infusion. JS says when you forget, and Joseph Burton with the correct answer D. It is a long infusion. So I'll explain a little bit since it's very much an insider thing. When Jen and I are sampling tea, you may have heard of cupping. We don't do that when we sample teas to pick teas for the shop. We don't choose the cupping method. We're not, it doesn't work for the type of tea that we have, right? So we do some infusions to see how the tea really, it depends, right? So we usually do the normal.
I gotta pay attention to what you're saying. I
yes,
cannot
please.
just be in the tea world.
We do a couple infusions, but then we still can't be doing, on a really good tea, 8, 9, 12 infusions necessarily if we have a lineup. So we'll do a smackdown to get the rest out at around 3rd or 4th infusion, sometimes the 5th. It's very loose, but it is a long infusion that we do on purpose to kind of pull the essence out of the tea. So
that's what we do here. Just want to not clarify, just add. We also do. See, I totally didn't pay much attention. You mean when we're here, we do smackdown for videos, right?
Yeah, for videos.
Yes.
Speed up for the video.
But in tea field, we also do that. Why big? It's not just for time. It's also in tea field, we compare a lot of similarity. By similar, I mean pluck on the same day, the same producer and everything. It's the same day, but different batches because there are early arriving leaves, there are later arriving leaves. So they are really,
it's a side-by-side
really
bonanza.
Yeah, it's a high intensity side-by-side as a level 3. If we're gonna make videos, what we already did side-by-side will be level 1. Then we have some level 2, and this will be level 3. And the last step is to do the super long steep of everything. You want to rip your face off kind of a brew. What you are looking for is how do those tasting elements and sensation works in your mouth. It's not about if it's there. right? Sometimes you will have tea. When you do that, you can try that at home. You will have tea that if you do long infusion, you realize bitterness and astringency intensity go up while the flavor intensity didn't go proportionally up. So that also shows something. Or otherwise, some teas, the bitterness, astringency go a little bit while the flavor intensify much more. Like all those ways, and also when you sip it, how are those flavors and sensations transforming your mouth? All those are quality elements. So
nice. I see some cheering for Joseph, and Joseph watched plenty of the lives. So yeah, so that is what a Smackdown infusion is.
Yeah.
And we're going on to a new format of question here. Music question 1.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to name this song. I'm going to give you the tiniest little clip, and you will have to, oh boy, I got to be careful. I put them in the wrong order. Don't worry, I can manage this. So I'm going to play you the tiniest clip, and you will guess what is the name of the song with the answers provided down below. Here's the clip. Right? Oh no! Are you guys hearing that or not?
do they hear anything?
They seem to say, oh no. I don't think they heard it. I'm not sure. Hey Igor, how's it going? Let me know if you guys heard it. I saw some, oh no, maybe you don't like the musical idea. I think they heard it. I think they heard it. I think I know what's going on. We can't hear it, but they can hear it. Igor guessed ABCD. I'm going to play it once more, and they do hear it. Thanks for the update, JS. I appreciate it. I'm going to, okay, there's lots of answers rolling in. Okay, maybe just for Igor, once more. I think it goes in a circle, though. I think I have this up to okay, good. Okay, so here we go. Answers rolling in. Let's see what we got. Igor, so Igor, you just, I think you just pulled in, and there's a few other folks that pulled in. We're doing a tea trivia bonanza, so jump in. We're just having fun. We're goofing around, having a good time like usual with tea trivia. And I don't want to ruin the fun and the good time, but for whoever gets the most right answers, we're going to throw out a $50 coupon code for you guys. So let me just compile the answers from music question 1, or from question 3 here. What have we got here? So Igor rolls in, guessing ABCD. JS, I think JS, you guessed D.
I should help out, I feel.
So the correct, yeah, you should definitely help out. This is a lot to keep track of. But hey, the correct answer, just so you, so the answers I put are A, Woshafear, which is cute. B, tiny seeds. C, tea blossom, and D, olive tree. So I see that I think Cindy and JS guessed D. That is correct. What you heard was olive tree. Joseph also got it correct. So we got Joseph, Cindy, and JS with the correct answer. No more bets. Okay. Igor is walking. Oh man, don't blow your data plan. But thanks for joining us while you're walking. I assume you're outdoors. So hopefully you got your headset in. But there will be some more music questions later. I'm so glad that worked. I was pretty nervous about it. It's weird because we didn't hear anything here. I know why now, but that's all good, and it doesn't matter as long as you heard it. Everything is fine. On to question 4. Question 4 is, who invented ginger May? Okay, recency effect. Right, yesterday we had ginger May. So who invented ginger May? Is it A, Mr. Su Gong? Is it B, Mr. Zhang Qianfu? C, Mr. Jiang Yuansun? Or D, Mr. Tetley? That was my cutesy answer. All right, let's have a taste of this amazing tea. Oh, Cindy busted me. I didn't get it posted on Discord yet, or however, I'm gonna get, she asked me if, now that this song is out of the bag, she asked me if I could share all, I shouldn't talk about, let's not talk about that on YouTube, but I'll take care of you, don't worry.
Why not on YouTube?
Copyright. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, don't worry.
I'm so doughy. I gotta.
Yeah, she's totally asleep. Don't worry, guys. I'll keep score.
It's not sleep. It's just you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, this is really good tea. It's really it's really good tea.
But I'm really happy. I didn't feed you a second cup of coffee, and you were all taking care of everything.
Yeah. So Cindy asked about that on Discord. Phew, it was yesterday that you talked about it? Yes, it was yesterday. With this question, the question we're currently working on, question 4, was discussed yesterday. We did drink jinjime yesterday. Another amazing black tea. I even told the story about why he invented it and how he had a chat with his buddies out at the corner of the tea producing shed.
With your super acting
with my
skill.
super acting and my cigarette. The date that's actually Juju date now. That's pure, sweetie, bright red.
Yes, even that sweet, that
it has that sweet
yeah.
Juju, like it's feel like just when I get them ready. I make this great shanyao cake with Juju date in it, but you gotta chop them up and it's like chopped Juju date. It's really aromatic.
With a
so good.
little bit, like a tiny little bit of smokiness there. That's just
So JS goes with C. Fernanda has guessed Mr. A. Sugong. Igor guessed B. Mr. Zhang Tianfu. Dion guessed B. And Joseph guessed C. All right, guys, great.
Nobody think it's D?
Nobody thought it was Mr. Tetley. I always give out the freebie, right? So the correct answer is indeed C. Mr. Jiang Yuansun. The other A, B, and C are all actual tea producers or tea figures. Mr. Sugong is the maker of Sugong Cha, the jasmine green tea, our supreme jasmine green tea. He is the inventor of Bitan Piao Su, the jasmine green with the little flowers in it. Mr. Zhang Tianfu is the gentleman who you need to thank if you like oolong and black tea. He was a huge figure in just bringing tea into modernity. Far too much to talk about with him. Passed away at the age of 107, 108?
108. We call that the T age.
Yeah, the T age.
Because the T character in Chinese is hidden a number in it, which is 108.
So we've got Joseph and JS, I believe, with correct answers. I don't usually keep score. This is usually just for fun, but I'm keeping careful track of all your answers. Anybody else out there, feel free to jump in and get into the game. It's never too late. You never know, you might go on a roll and get them all right and win that $50 coupon code. It was the impeccable acting yesterday. That's how I remembered. Or maybe I just took a guess. Guess. Right, good one, good one. All right, guys, on to question number 5. It is a picture question, so let me get out of the way here. Give me a moment, Is this us here? Oh, yay. I wasn't sure. All right, so what tea is this? Is it A, Pu'er, B, Dian Hong, C, Fen Huang Dan Song, or D, Shui Xian? Oh, Cindy guessed C too. I didn't see it. Oh, she did say it. It was towards the end of her thing. Thank you, Cindy. Keep me honest, guys, okay? It's a lot of letters to go through, so I captured that. Don't worry. So, tea trivia question 5. What tea?
This is a hard one. Sorry,
what tea
guys.
is this? No. We gotta have some easy ones. We got some hard ones.
Okay.
We're keeping you covered. What tea is this? Is it A, Pu'er, B, Dian Hong, C, Fen Huang Dan Song, or D, Shui Xian? I'm looking in real close. Oh, they can't see me looking in real close because Jen made this question, so I kind of want to take a guess.
There's something that leaks out an answer. That make that only one possibility. You don't have to know the cultivar. You don't need to know something. I think it's pretty clear.
Hey, Time Signature MMA, welcome to the live stream.
This is pretty clear. I might have a look for not very.
He said, "Holy banjo." Time Signature said, "Holy banjo." I should drink even more oolong because I think he heard about Mr. Zhang Tianfu, 108.
Can you see this? Oh.
No, I
Does
think
that
it's.
look like a sun.
I think they can all full screen or whatever. That does look like sun, though. Yeah.
Yes. Hand.
No, you don't need to give
no
hint. You're too nice. You feel bad about hard ones.
always
I like
feel
the
bad.
hard questions.
Oh,
Let's.
yeah?
I'm gonna cover it up. That's enough time. Okay, we're back. We're gonna.
Cover that. You're mean.
Yeah, let's see.
This is consistent.
No, I'll let
Cold,
them.
hot, everything. You smell this.
Yeah, the
how
aroma.
consistent the intensity of the aroma. It doesn't like hot is very booming and cold is no smell.
Yeah.
Though the smell slightly changes.
Yeah, while you guys stare at that, for the people who came in late, we're drinking today a 1999 Sheng Pu'er, and it is knocking our socks off, okay? It started out with like a dried date aroma, which has now opened up into a full sort of sweet juju, but it really belies the depth of this tea to just reduce it to something like a date aroma. It's got that deep Sheng Pu'er flavor. The way the profile opens up in the mouth is with a hit of... You get the hit of the aroma flavor, but then for the first several seconds, the tea just kind of slowly and gently, I don't want to say overpowers you, but it kind of embraces you as the flavor rolls out into your mouth and your taste buds. So let's have a look at these guesses. So Cindy says she also guessed C, so that's going to be my marker, time signature. So Igor goes with B, Dian Hong. Fernanda B, JS goes with C, Fen Huang Dan's Hong. Cindy goes with B, D's Versify goes with B. So a lot of Dian Hong and Dan's Hong guess. I'm actually going to throw a guess down because I don't even know, but I'm going to go with A. I think it might be Sheng Pu'er, recently dried. I don't know though. I'm throwing myself out there. You guys have watched some of our videos where I'm left to guess, and I am often wrong, so I really hope I didn't mess this up. But
well, you didn't.
Didn't? It is A.
It's A.
It is A. So I think you got to sweep.
What is a dead giveaway? Is that you don't have to look at the leaves or anything. Is that the sun on it? Is that the light? On the left corner, as you can see, it's actually sun dry. None of the teas
listed
want to, and by any chance, look at the sun during the process. This is the leaf during the process, and this is the sun drying the pu'er. It's a step in pu'er. It's a really, I guess I didn't pick a good, clear enough picture to emphasize that sun. Because if it's a full sun, you cannot see. It's just bright.
I think it was. I think it was perfect. Don't second guess yourself.
Okay.
That was a very good question. You had a sweep, which was fantastic. Joseph says, "Did I get? I got your guess of C on question 4, and also on question 5. Unfortunately, it wasn't right on question 5. So yes, I got it. So yeah, that was a tricky one. Definitely. I have to admit, there's a good chance I got this right because I was there when this picture, like I've seen this picture before as well.
No,
so
you were not there. Sorry.
Oh, it's not one of mine. Oh, I thought it was one of ours from, I would have guessed this was like Pasha. I thought I had seen something like that. So, okay, I wasn't there. I just did a good, I just was smart. Okay, that happens sometimes. On to question 6. I got to get through this one. We had a sweep. That makes it hard for me to keep track of where I am. Oh, Tongmu. Oh, that's... No, it's okay. It's because we're missing.
Okay.
Here we go. Sorry, going to be a little couple production bumps like that. This is new for us to have some... I'm bringing in more variety, a little bit of music, a little bit of pictorial trivia, but now we're back to our traditional trivia with question 6. Tongmu is in this region. Is it in A, Guangdong, B, Wuyi, C, Anhui, or D, Yunnan? Tongmu is in this region. I put a few from, I was pretty inspired by yesterday's tea, and I didn't get a tea trivia out yesterday either. So that's where all these sort of...
While you guys see this, I don't think it's easy for them to see the leaves.
No, let me just bring up the tea can. That's really easy for me to do. I think. Oh yeah, I gotta go.
My tech guy delivered everything.
I deliver. I'll let you guys think about that. It's not a picture, so you just gotta tell me where Tongmu is. But for now, we want to show you some brewed leaf. Wow. Oh, that's showing up. Let me go to the large cam. So they can get a real good look at that silky, lustrous leaf.
And the color. Let me see. Compare a little bit of color. Slightly pale compared to what I'm seeing here. Like a slightly deeper tone, I would say.
A little browner, right? Because it's getting hit by that light pretty hard.
Really white light, yeah.
Cool.
So the reason I want to show it is because a lot of times you look at this tea, And you, especially if you purchase our like this tea or other shampoo like a supreme level or even some early 2000 tea, you might feel like, oh, it's the liquor color is not as red as the other ones, or this, or oh, it's not as old as it tastes like. Well, calibrate your taste. This is what they look like. There's no Shu Pu'er mixed in. There's no purpose acceleration in the thing. So if you are looking or you are buying some pu'er from 2000-ish, it wouldn't be much darker than this one. It wouldn't be much darker. Again, the camera is slightly lighter shade because of the white light here, but it's not as deep. And when you brew, leaf should look like Sheng Pu'er leaf, not Shu Pu'er leaf. Sometimes when we just started, we would have a game is going to different tea websites looking for those super old, super aged tea and play a game called Tell Me Why Those Are Fake.
Yeah. Or
3 elements. Of course, you need some basic knowledge of tea. First, the pictures. Lots of pictures already gave away those are, obviously Shu Pu'er, and they sell as a super aged Sheng Pu'er. Where second, titles. A lot of tea names they already gave away. That's not possible. And second, to check on descriptions. A lot of tea descriptions, they seem to tell you a lot of tea information or knowledge that in Chinese is almost like we call 贻笑大方. Is if you don't know much about pu'er, you feel like, oh, everything makes sense what they said. But if you know more about pu'er tea, you realize their information, their description is wrong about certain teas and era. So those are those giveaways. If somebody doesn't even have very strong basic pu'er teas, it's impossible they can have
spot it. Yeah.
The real aged ones, as the market of aged tea is very chaotic in China. So just want to show
Couple
you guys
freebie tips for you guys.
Yeah, if
Good
you're
ones.
looking for something real taste. And always never hesitate, side by side is the best way. Again, with the good teas, the top grade teas is never about only taste profiles. The
Like
taste
this one.
elements is all about the mouthfeel.
Right. Yeah, and this is well, you saw how quiet we got. It's just, it's one of those shocking teas. It's just so good. All right, I'm going to get back to the answer to this question. We've got the answers rolling in here everywhere under Cindy's Tricky is Fun, on my view. And the answer is, Tongmu is in B, Wu Yi. So Joseph started this string off with the correct answer, B, and it looks like I've got Joseph, Dion, Cindy, Fernanda, all got B. Oh, time signature snuck in there with the right one. I'm going to grab that. Good job, good job.
Cindy got an accidental smackdown infusion.
Right, those happen too.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, those are the ones we call.
I do that a lot on live, if you notice.
Yeah, we call those social media oversteep, but we have to come up with one just for our live sessions.
I do. I often forget because.
Yep, super easy to do. All right, great guesses, guys. So as we discussed yesterday, Tongmu is sort of a very protected little, even smaller region inside of the Wuyi region. I think we mentioned yesterday only the villagers who live there are allowed to be there, and to get in as a guest you have to be with one of those folks. Very protected, very natural, beautiful. You can check the video from yesterday if you want to see more about that, because we got lots more questions coming your way. If you have just recently joined, don't hesitate to jump in for tea trivia. Don't hesitate to tell us what you're drinking. We're drinking a 99 Sheng Pu'er that is absolutely mind-blowing. We were discussing this yesterday. We're like, this is not a really good mix for tea trivia because this tea is going to floor us. It's going to be amazing. And we were right. It's really difficult to balance the amazingness of this tea with the excitement and fun of tea trivia. But anyway, throw out your answers. Throw out what you're brewing. Let us know what you're drinking. What are the flavor notes you're getting? If you have time with all the tea trivia, try not to oversteep. Cindy, I know what happens. Don't beat yourself up. It's all good. but try not to oversteep your tea because you're so excited about tea trivia. Whoever gets the most correct answers, and it's never too late. There's plenty more questions coming. We got a total of 15. We're only up to question 7. Throw out your guesses. Maybe you will win the $50 coupon code. I almost said gift card. Coupon code. But now we move on to question 7.
Ooh.
What is Jinjin Mei made with? I put all of these in a row too. I meant to scramble them up a bit, but oh well. What is Jinjin Mei made with? Is it A, 1 bud and 1 leaf, B, 1 bud, 2 leaves, C, all buds, or D, 1 bud, 3 leaves? What about the health benefits? Do they figure into the quality of a tea? That's a really good question. And I'm going to let you answer it. I have an instinctive response.
Okay, his and hers version.
Mine is no. Like health benefits are health benefits, and there's a whole, but maybe it's like there are two things that are aspects of tea that are I would say orthogonal. It's possible they overlap and intersect, but it's very possible they don't, and it doesn't, like in my perspective, it doesn't matter. Like aged white tea is a great example. That's a medicinal, good, healthy tea used for certain purposes, respiratory, stuff like that. Also delicious, wonderful. If you're looking for Sheng Pu'er's health benefits, they're probably better when it's young, when it's full of its amino acid and those catechins are fresh. When they age, they change.
Catechin has more when it's a lower grade.
Lower, right, so there you go. It's the inverse in the terms of green tea.
Yeah, on the other hand, is they have different things, right? We have
You go too low.
360.
Right.
I mean, we have 365 days to drink tea, so you can switch it up. Like I say, green tea, if it's buds, it has a higher L-theanine, which is really calming. It's really good for nerve system. Well, if you have a lower grade, less of a tasting grade, what you benefit is a lot of catechin, which, you know, EGCG, all those stuff, like EGCG?
Yeah, I can't believe you say that so quick. EGCG.
Those are really super antioxidant as well, but you switch things up a little bit. And in terms of, like, sometimes we talk about agings and stuff. For example, you mentioned white tea. One of the universities in Anhui, which is the #1 tea university in China, their study shows there's no increasing benefit by aging white tea. Even though the local people and a lot of people, they drink that and feel that, and they benefit from the white tea health benefits, but the study shows there's no increasing, like, health like chemicals or stuff, rather it's more like a decreasing as it ages. And on the other hand, they also have been studied. First, not all the tea compounds are figured out. There's still some portion of unknown chemicals.
Exactly.
They are still trying to
I was
figure
going to
things out.
comment
We're
about
always
that.
exploring.
Yeah.
Then there's a sense of aging tea. Where do they get the source of aging tea? Like in terms of research, scientific research, I always, when I read the research, what I care is about their methodology, right? What are the sample? What's the sample size? How you sampled it, and all those stuff matters, right? So they also a lot of like they started to do, if they're doing research on aged tea, they started to age tea themselves, because sometimes you can buy aged tea or stuff from the market, and turns out it's not 10 years as they market, only 3 years.
Very hard to have
with
control.
other stuff. So you know, you don't know what exactly what your aged tea is. So the university started to age their own tea, and hopefully later on with some more researches.
Wow, really cool and really smart. I was going to say, when you were talking about the white tea phenomenon with the study versus what the villagers think, as an engineer and a science guy, you know, a few years ago I would have been all about the research results, but as I get older and kind of, I guess, if I can flatter myself, maybe a little bit wiser, I tend to wonder if maybe the science just hasn't figured out what those, because it's not just one group of old people in that village, it's that handed down thing that has just been observed so much. So I'm not saying don't pay attention to the science, but I'm also probably saying don't give it too much power. Sometimes, you know,
no. Sometimes we mix up
Right.
science
That's
vis-a-vis individual studies.
Right, that's
to
right.
confirm one
Right.
theory,
Right.
you need a lot of researchers
Right.
and from different aspects, right? Anyways.
So let's get to the answer. Fernanda realized her small error. No worries, guys. So yes, Jinjin Mei is made with all buds. I think just about everybody gets that. I've got JS, Cindy, D's Versified, Joseph Burton, Igor, and Time Signature all got the right answer. If I missed you, and you know what, Fernanda, maybe you got it before I gave the right answer. Maybe I think I should give it to her. What do you think? What do you guys think? I think Fernanda corrected herself before I pulled the clock on that one. You guys let me know if she should get a, I think she should get a check mark for that. So, but I leave it. I don't want to. I'm going to go to the next question. Whoa, that's pretty zigzag. Let me get rid of us. This is another picture question. Which one of these teas is Tae Guan Yin? Okay, so you've got 4 pictures of tea there. Which one is Tae Guan Yin? Igor finally arrived home too. He was walking. Switch to the big screen for this one. Get that computer booted, Igor. You need the big screen for this one. Which one of these teas is Tae Guan Yin? Is it A, that picture, B, that other picture, C, the picture of beautiful Jen at the tea bush, or D, the picture of the tea in the gaiwan? Okay. I'm giving it to her. What did she say? It was even cute how she said it. She said, it's only from buds, guys, darn. Oh, you're not dumb. Don't be silly. All right, so we've got a bunch of pictures here, and which one is Tae Guan Yin? Again, this one was created by my...
I every time I see
No,
mine,
it's
I'm
really
like,
good. It's really good. I'm taking I'm zeroing in on the right answer right now.
He had a lot of work to do, so I volunteered to help with. And just a hint, okay? When I
No hints.
Just when I do those kind of things, there's some trickiness.
Yeah, me too.
In pictures. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Trickiness in pictures.
There was one I couldn't eliminate, and I finally eliminated. So I know where I would lean now.
It might be some like confusing or really, like similar kind of situation.
I like Time Signature's guess. He says, I'm guessing A because it looks the most interesting, which I love. That's a good reason. Let's just throw them down, guys. It's not It's not for. We got lots of folks. If you're just joining in, we're doing a tea trivia bonanza. We've got about 8 or 9 more questions coming. Ooh. So don't hesitate to jump in. The winner's going to get a $50 gift card. Most correct answers. So there's still a hope for you. If you're a ringer and you're late to the game, just throw out your answer. Take a guess. We're just having fun here. We do this a lot to warm up our live sessions just for pure fun. But now we threw down a little fun. I think A because of how cute the pile is, and Joseph feels like it's C as well. Good. I like these. I'm gonna walk through my logic.
Okay.
Just
this is
see.
For you too, so that
just so people can see how I approached it, which might be maybe you don't want to follow that at all. We'll be back on the screen soon, but for now I'm going to leave up the pictures. I'm going to call no more bets because I'm about to reveal the right answer that I think, and then she's going to reveal the real right answer. Actually, you can still bet until she says the right answer. No, because I might give it away because of my thought process. So D, I took D out right away, right? D is clearly not Tae Guan Yin. It's
what is that?
Some kind of green tea. Probably, I think maybe Gujuzisun. I don't know.
No, it's a yellow tea.
It's a yellow tea. Okay, fine. But I knew it was in the green.
Okay, fine.
It's definitely not Tae Guan Yin. So I took that one out right away. I was really stuck. I ignored B because I was kind of like, oh my gosh, B is pretty overwhelming. A is a definite possibility. So A, I think you can talk about that more, but A is a cool quality indicator of a good oolong in general. That after you pop it out of the gaiwan, like you flip your whole gaiwan over and pull it off, it should hold its shape like the gaiwan was a mold, and so that's what that cute picture is, and it is. It's an adorable way to do some tea Instagram and stuff. Knock yourself out. When the leaf is older and more like if it's a little bit too old, like it'll spring back into its old shape and it won't hold that ball. So I thought A is a possibility, and I was confused about A and C until I realized Jen is fully standing up.
Oh yeah, that might not be very clear. Is that clear?
Well,
I mean, the tea
to me,
field is standing up.
it's anyway. It's not a bush. It's too big for Taekwonyin. So I finally, that's my guess. I might be wrong, but I'm throwing C out. So now I'm stuck with A and B. And look, I'm just playing along with the guys because I don't get to play very much.
I definitely love that.
And I don't know, you might be squatting and I might be in big trouble, but I don't think so. Those look like just where the sky is and everything. They look like really big bushes. So I've cast out C and I'm still on A and B.
Reminder, I'm a sneaky guy.
You're sneaky, huh? Oh well.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm gonna go with A. I'm gonna go with A.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is question 8, guys. This is for all the right answer to question 8. 8 is coming now. So who have we got? We have
Shall I reveal?
no, where's the beginning?
Okay,
First we gotta find the beginning of the guesses.
Beginning is there.
Oh, way up there. Give it to her now. Okay, so Igor. A. Okay, good. I've got the beginning. So Igor says B looks like dental. B is partially processed leaf, I think. That's what I'm thinking B is.
B is a dang-ish leaf of luan gua pian.
Ah.
A green tea.
Okay.
Dental would be darker color.
Right.
At this point, in terms of dryness.
Right. Okay, we can spill it.
And
no
D
more bets.
is a yellow tea, which we mentioned. And the yellow tea's name is Junshan Yinzhen. I brewed that in a gaiwan. Ideally, you brew that in a glass cup. So between A and C, you walk right into my trap. And that's why I chose this one. Because a lot of people think, because we always talk about tea bushes, tea trees, how trees are tall and stuff. Bushes can also go really tall. Like me as an Asian can be 5'9" as a girl. Everywhere I walk in my hometown, everybody stare at me.
That's true, yeah. She's very tall. So Joseph looks like he said he went with C. He was a tricky one, so he goes with C. Good job. And D's Versified also got C. I'm just going through to grab the... wow, I walked right into that trap. Oh, I feel like it is C as well. But I will go with A. Oh, scratching that. Sorry, I didn't read the second one. That close. A looks like aged Taekwonyin.
A is not. It's a
looks like it tastes good,
bowl-shaped Baiyaqilan sample.
Oh,
so
nice.
That kind of a look, at least you guys are pretty bang on in terms of if you're having a bowl-shaped kind of a oolong, it will have that kind of look. Then you need to go deeper to look at the leaves to see which cultivar it is. Right,
I should have figured that out. It's not really possible to tell for sure.
I love your analyze, which is exactly what I said.
You were anticipating.
Yeah. I overbrewed.
So Cindy did that a while ago and it turned out okay, and I'm sure this one's going to be fine too. With these great teas like this, let's come back to, let me switch questions so I can jump on the screen again. Jump on the screen first, then switch questions. Oh wait, oh yeah. Okay, I'll throw out the question first, then we'll talk about the tea and how it will be okay. Tea trivia question number 9. A jing is A, 10 grams, B, 100 grams, C, 250 grams, or D, 500 grams. A jing is A, B, C, or D. So that was fun. Okay, tricky question, Joseph. When Ian Taekwonyin is mentioned, I got a little nervous. LOL. A looked like Taekwonyin Classic too. They have good screens. They can see detail. Ours is a little bit small because it's compressed with all the stuff going around.
I was like, oh,
I think they're all,
picture.
You know, the serious ones, they've got the full screen going.
But I set up a trap to make that really clear. And yeah, I just want to mention that picture when I'm standing and plucking, those are tea bushes, and it's still good.
Oh, it's fine. It's really good. Sip it. It's strong, but it's really
totally fine.
No astringency, huh?
And those bushes are around 20 to 30 years old, and our producer just.
Sorry, the
Taekwonyin.
Okay.
The Taekwonyin where I have to follow the mini branch or the stick and bend it over so I can pluck the tip
Right, 'cause it's too
so
high.
But
Right.
20, 30 years it's not trained, it's not maintained. They're just grow there like wild. It was really scary for me to go there and pluck.
Too many
I'm
bugs?
afraid of bugs.
She don't like
Yes.
bugs,
I don't-
especially flying
and you know
bugs.
spiders, you don't see them, then your face is in spider webs and
Right,
you're like, oh.
especially in those taller bushes because they go right
Yes,
across the
yes.
the thing. All right, so that was fun. Age take one in, so tricky, well done. Yeah, she does great questions. I'm gonna get her involved more. I really love these. And I love being able to decode them too. It's really fun. So Igor is going with B, 100 grams. D's versified goes with D. Cindy with D. Joseph, time signature. Fernanda, JS, all with, JS with B. Fernanda with D. The correct answer, a jing is a common unit of measurement in T and T region, and it is a half kilo. It is 500 grams. Da-da-dam. So a bunch of you got that. Let's just take the inventory. D's versified. I'm keeping score. I'm keeping score. D's
Cindy,
versified. Cindy,
Joseph,
Joseph, Burton.
time signature.
Time signature. MMA. Looks like Fernanda got it.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all. Good job, guys. Good job. We are up to question 10. We are 2/3 of the way done. Moving right along. Where's my question 10? Oh, here we go. Question 10 is a music trivia question.
Oh, this is cute.
Name this song, guys. I'm going to play you a little clip
What
of
is
music.
that tea blossom you keep putting on? Last time there was tea blossom too.
Maybe that's this song. Let's listen and find out. Okay, here we go. I gotta look carefully. Right. Yeah, that's how short the clips are. These are hard, I'm telling you. We could hear that
like
one.
a nose.
No, that's how music guess is. So where are we? JS says interesting. Igor says ho ho ho. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, that's okay. It's still, this one's really tricky. You got to be really paying attention. I'm gonna play it again for you guys so you can hear, because this one's nuanced.
That's so cheap. Like what do I know about that?
The answers are rolling in. D's versified guesses Crazy Train. Fernanda says, what? Just like you.
Right?
Joseph Burton goes with D. So the guesses are split between Crazy Train and Crazy Oolong Train. It's going another guess for A. All
For
right.
one moment, I thought we had technical issue.
No, that's not technical issues. All right, guys, those are great guesses. I think everybody has guessed. You got a few, there's a few people out there. If you're sitting in the weeds, just throw out a guess. You never know, you could win that $50 gift card. Also, let us know what you're brewing. Michael Sheshtak, hey, Michael. Michelle, do you go by Michelle? Anyway, Michelle Sheshtak guesses Crazy Train. And D's versified D, changing my answer to D. D, time signature goes with A. All right, and I think all the guesses are in. No more bets.
No more bets.
Okay, so time signature is our last one. Let's go back to the top. But I think it's B. Throw back to what I think it is, if this is a throwback. So JS guesses D. The correct answer is D. A little bit hard to tell the difference between my voice and Ozzy's voice, admittedly, with that short of a clip. I wanted to play you guys a longer version of it, but I didn't have time to get the whole thing ready. So if you want to hear that whole thing, check out our Crazy Oolong Train video. I made a whole, and Igor did the drums and the keyboard for that. Super amazing job. And and then I played and sang, and some other friends were involved. We had a great time making a tea music song for you guys. So the correct answer is D, but I got to take score. So let's figure out from ho ho ho. Oh, Igor said ho ho ho, and then he guessed D. A little bit. So Igor guessed D, and then Cindy got it with D. Who else got D? Fernanda. I love Fernanda's first answer. What? Joseph got it right with a D answer. Fernanda, Michelle missed it with A. That's the tricky one. It sounds a lot like Crazy Train. D's versified changed her answer to D for the win. And JS came in with a D, thinking that it was a throwback, and it was a throwback. could be a weird cover of Crazy Train. And that is what it is. It is a weird cover of Crazy Train. Check it out. We've got a video of the whole thing so you can hear the Oolong Crazy Train. I'm so glad that I watched that song when you made it. Crazy Oolong Train was such a fun video. Yeah, you know, that's what I like to do, those goofy things. You know, tea can be like, especially you tasting great tea. And I love the dignity and the high-endness of it, if you can say that. But the longevity train. That's right. The Oolong Train, that's awesome. I should do a song about longevity somehow.
Yeah.
I like that idea. I'm going to bank that. Anyway, that was Crazy Oolong Train, guys. That was also question 10. And we're moving right along into question 11 of our Tea Trivia Bonanza. You guys are doing great. I see lots of high scores here, but I can't tell how high the scores are because I'm just doing it with the pen and paper. This is the official scorekeeper of the game, my pen. Tea Trivia, question number 11. Bai Hao Oolong is bitten by this critter. Is it A, leafhoppers, B, earwigs, C, Xiao Yue Chan, or D, Asian beetles? Bai Hao Oolong is bitten by this critter. Is it D, Asian beetles, C, Xiao Yue Chan, B, earwigs, or A, leafhoppers? All right. We will let you think about that while you gaze at those answers with perplexed stares of wonder. That strong infusion was really
solid, consistent.
You know, you might think a Sheng Pu'er, if it gets a real oversteep, and it was a pretty significant oversteep, might rip your face off, and it might, but this one didn't at all.
No.
Really consistent.
It's just a thicker.
Yeah, thicker and stronger.
Yeah, it wasn't even more bitter or more astringent. I was a little bit surprised.
Oh boy. So some guesses coming in. Fernanda comes in with Xiao Yue Chan. Cindy comes in with A. And Lolo4711, welcome. Hello, missed the start. Don't worry about it. Throw out your guesses. You never know, you might be a ringer and get all your answers right. Igor guesses C, Xiao Yue Chan. D, uses versified guesses A. Time Signature says, which critter has the longest lifespan? Because that's the answer. I'm not sure, actually.
Probably the beetle.
JS says A. Pretty decent split between C and A. Oh, A is pulling ahead now. A is pulling ahead with three recent votes, or I don't know, votes or guesses or answer submissions by JS, Michelle, and Joseph, all guessing A. And I think just about everybody's got an answer in, so I am going to record. And time signature. Okay, that's going to be my last one. The answer is indeed A.
And C.
And C. So a whole bunch of people got this one right, starting with...
Fernanda?
I gotta find, changing my answer. Yeah, I think it starts with Fernanda, right?
Yeah, I think they all, Fernanda, Cindy, Lolo.
Oh, Lolo, I gotta add Lolo to the list.
Yes, they'll get it right. Yes.
Yeah, for the C guess?
Yeah.
They were the C guessers?
No, it doesn't matter, right? Because they're both right.
Yes, that's right. I'm just looking for everybody who got C or A.
Yes, Lolo, Igor,
Mm-hmm.
D.
Time signature, I remember he came in at the last minute.
And JS.
JS got that, yeah. JS and
Michelle.
Joseph. I think Joseph threw out an answer.
Right. Michelle and Joseph.
Oh, Michelle, I gotta get Michelle down here.
C is just the Chinese pinyin of A. They're the same thing.
Oh, Michelle. Oh, okay. That's why I didn't have him. He didn't get the Oolong one right. Okay. I just didn't have his name down yet. I've got you down now, though, and I've got your right answer recorded. I'm doing my best to keep everybody... oh, I shouldn't do that. That's a Donald Trump thing. Right?
Too much acting in the house.
All right. So, and then, yeah. So, perfect. Good work, guys. That is question 11. Wow, we're closing in on the end here with 4 more questions to go. On to our next picture question. This is a fun one, guys. I'm going to make us disappear, and you are going to find the tea plant or plants. So we've got a picture up there in front of you, and it's got letters on it. So one of those letters, or more of those letters, one or more of those letters is on a tea plant. And yeah, Cindy's right. Everyone got it. Did Dion? Yeah, she got
yeah,
it.
everybody
She
got it.
I missed you, Dion. I've backfilled your correct answer. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I got it. Yeah, I love that when the whole crew gets it. Everybody got question 7 too. There wasn't as many people. That's why the bottom people aren't in. But that was another A+ one. And nobody got your question 5. So
Ooh,
in
I
this,
got one jackpot. I got one then.
yeah, that's perfect balance. Okay, guys, so you're looking at a picture of a tea field, and we've asked you to identify the tea plant or plants. So there can be multiple letters involved in the correct answer here, and only fully correct answers will be accepted. Ooh, I see some great answers. I see some great answers. I see "oh no" to start the answer selection, which is a really reasonable. I'm kind of the same. I think, and again, I didn't make this. This is another. I love when you make the questions because I get to play. So
Yeah, that's why I love when you make that and I get to play.
I'm leaning in close to kind of, and I'm manipulating my screen size so I can see better. I thought B was on a tea tree, but then when I got in closer, I noticed it's.
Those are friend red little piggies.
B is a piggy. Yes, Fernanda said B.
Yeah, a little
That's right.
crew of them, like really cute. They're far.
They're the weed maintenance crew.
They just run everywhere.
Okay, so we've got some answers coming in. All right, this is awesome. I love Joseph's start. Oh no. Oh, geez, Versified has a tiny screen. That's tough. That's tough. Sorry about the tiny screen, but I even had to increase mine though. I totally get it. Totally get it. So I'm just reviewing the answers, just letting some time for the last few answers to trickle in. Last few answers to trickle in. No eating fluffy piggies. Yeah, they are pretty furry looking, aren't they? They're not those bright pink ones. All right, guys, so I think everybody has got their answers in. Oh, Lolo came in. I'm going to call Lolo's the no more bets line in the sand. He guessed all, including the pigs, which is an awesome guess. The correct answer, I think, I'm looking at it, and I see D up front. I see a few guesses for A, C, and D. I think it's A and C.
What's wrong with D?
It's just wrong. It's not quite a tea plant. The leaf doesn't look right, but it might be. When I see that the leaf D is right on a leaf, and that does look like a tea leaf. So I'm a little nervous that it is A, C, and D because I was going to guess A and C. So what's the right answer?
ACD.
ACD. So a bunch of people guessed ACD. So I have to go back and remark because I got a little cocky and started marking. So the answer is ACD. The pigs are out. The 3 plants are in. Who got that? Cindy, Michelle, both got that right. Great work, folks. Joseph was close with A and D. Igor with A and C was close. JS also close with A and C, but he liked B, so bonus points for that. D's Versified, A and D close, but tough to see on that screen. Lolo close. Yes, so it looks like Cindy and Michelle were the only fully correct ACD answers. Great work, guys. No, the piggies were out. We will not be steeping or eating those little piggies. Those are weeding the pu'er garden. All right, guys. Great. This is great, guys. You guys are doing great. Having a blast with tea trivia.
This is an ancient tea garden in.
Oops. We'll disappear so they can look at it.
Yeah, this is an ancient tea garden in Hekai area, where you have one of the oldest tea tree there.
Yes, if you check our blog, you can actually see the super old tea tree. That was a 2016 trip. I held the fort here, and you were off in Hekai and other great regions. So here is tea trivia question number 13, folks. Our Taekwon producer uses this to repel nasty pests. Is it A, sound, B, sticky pads, C, chickens, or D, other plants? This is a great one. I love those answers. Our Taekwon producer uses this to repel, so this is another one that Jen made, but I kind of know the answer to this. to use, our Taekwonyin producer uses this.
You have the question.
Yes, I
You
made
got
up
the
the question.
I made up the answer.
It uses this to repel nasty pests. Is it A, sound? Is it B, sticky pads? C, chickens? Or D, other plants? We've got some guesses rolling in already. Oh, good question from Time Signature about those tea plants in the previous picture. Those were, yeah, he was asking how old are those?
Several hundred years old. They have a mix of different, they're not all like of the same years. So some of them, the bigger ones are usually several hundred. The oldest one over there were estimating, I think, 1600 or 1400. I forgot.
Super old.
Yeah, it's one of the oldest ones.
If you want to check out a little bit more about old trees, in our vlog video where we're in Zhanglang, which was the tea we had 2 holiday specials ago, I talk a little bit about how I was kind of shocked by the narrow trunk of a tea tree. You know, if a tea tree trunk at the base is about this round, this is a good couple hundred.
That's a really thick one.
That's a really thick one, couple hundred.
More than a couple of hundred.
More
That's
than.
You're talking about
Probably
4 or 5.
4 or 5. So anyway, they're very, and that's about the thickness of the gushu we had that day.
Yeah.
Right? It was about 400 or 500 year old tree. Like,
no, the one we have is around the 7 to
even bigger. Right. Okay, I'm just forgetting as I just talk, but
it's not like this one vis-a-vis that.
Right.
big.
The thing is, I'm used to 100-year-old trees or even 50-year-old trees being, I can't even fit it on the screen. Like, the trees grow at a very different rate. Tea trees are slow growers. So if you want to see more about that, check out that video. Really interesting. We've got some answers rolling in for the tea trivia questions. So our tea producer, let's see, where were we here? Don't brew piggies, right. Like B, sweet and sour.
Jia said this is the 51st, the trivia question. Wow, you've produced a lot.
Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you, JS, for the update. By the way, this is the 51st trivia question. Wow, this is amazing. So we've got the answers coming in. D, other plants from Igor, Fernanda, Diversified, Michelle Sheshtak. JS guesses D. Time Signature also guesses D. Joseph has no clue. Chickens can be pretty scary though, so I'll go with C. That's a pretty good one. Cindy goes with C. And chickens aren't scary, haha. Fernanda apparently totally fearless in the presence of chickens. I don't know, I've been pretty scared by some roosters for sure. JS says, by the way, this is the 51st, yes. When we reach 100 questions, let's make a tea party. Yes, yeah. Okay, we were gonna have 100. We'll do a trivia leading up to, no matter how many, even if it's 3 questions or like whatever, we'll do a trivia session to get to 100 and have a party at the end.
Everybody can help with like everybody come up with their tea trivia question.
Oh, that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Yeah.
Then we'll have so we can also guess.
Yeah, that would be really fun. We'll have a trivia party.
You and me alternative.
Yeah, let's have a trivia party where everybody puts in a question and the other people guess it. All right, so the answer is, I'm going to close the submissions of answers for this particular question and look back up. The answer is going to shock and surprise you all. The answer is A, sound. So I think we even talk about that in one of our vlog videos. Is there a vlog about Taekwonyin, or maybe it's in CHAREN? Maybe in CHAREN. Yeah. So the interesting thing, we got to the tea farm and we're walking around the field. I'm super jazzed. I really wanted to meet this tea producer, Sun Hai, and he's kind of a legend. He's a family friend, right? So old-time family friend, really pleasant to meet him, but he's also a bit of a legend in terms that he was doing organic tea before organic was a thing. Motivated by his passion for quality, a good quality and tasty sip, he noticed that as Taekwonyin blew up. Anyway, check out the CHAREN article for the full skinny on what motivated him to actually make such a great quality Taekwonyin. If you've had our Taekwonyin, you know what I'm talking about. But we got to his garden, we're wandering around. Suddenly I hear this sound. Sort of. Hopefully that wasn't too annoying for you guys, but just fills the whole garden. And he's got these loudspeakers kind of all over the place distributed in the garden. And this is a special sound that deters and annoys nasty bugs, but it doesn't, like a lot of insecticides or chickens or sticky pads, all of those things will eat.
Most tea farm, organic tea farm, you will see uses a sticky pads, which doesn't differentiate good or bad
Good bugs and bad bugs all get killed.
You could have good bugs trying to eat those bad bugs and end up, chasing the sticky pads, which happen in our garden.
Yeah, they go to the sticky pad buffet.
Yeah.
Right, imagine you're flying along and you're a predaceous bug and you see that. Oh my God, it's like a buffet. You go down, suddenly you're stuck.
Yeah, so it kind of destructs both sides. The latest one that they installed is sound, and what they do is actually they have the sound system on a lot of the time during the daytime, and for the pesticide effect sound, it was periodically played, but in between he just plays songs to the tea plant.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Since it's on just the program.
I noticed that it does have the music
playing. So
playing.
they have this music.
Yeah, and it's not like it's all the time white noise. I should say that it's that white noise sound just comes on periodically. So pretty cool, right? I thought you guys would be interested to learn that. Yeah, Igor, I think it probably is pink noise for you audio nerds. There's a slight difference between white noise and pink noise. I think pink noise is a slightly more realistic version. Anyway, we won't get into that right now. So and that crazy sound would stress the plants out too, yeah. No, they don't mind. Normal speakers, special frequencies. Normal speakers, audible frequencies. I think Igor's right in the pink noise. It's like sounds some stores use on teens. Oh, I didn't hear about that, but I like that. Cindy says, if it's crazy oolong train, that might do it.
Is that real?
That's pretty good. I don't know. I think we should send him a copy of Crazy Oolong Train to play to his tea workers in between the white noise. I'm going to do that. And Igor, sound crazy oolong train 24/7. Yes, sound. Yeah, everybody was. Haha, Joseph. So what did Joseph? That's so metal. Sound amazing. Yeah, JS makes sense. They use sound for a lot of things like that. Yeah, it's pretty shocking, right? So maybe I should work on my Maybe I should work on my godson, right? The teen noise, right? All right, guys, so that was question... Oh, let me collect the right answers. Did anybody get it? I don't think anybody got it.
I don't think so. I didn't see.
They like the idea, though, of the tea party at 100.
Yes.
We are looking for A. Did anybody, if you got a right answer, shoot it up if you answered right, but I don't think...
C, D, and mostly
C's and D's,
D,
yeah.
D.
All right, we got a sweep. I got a perfect. That's my first perfect.
Yours.
We stumped the tea family. Okay, moving on to question 14. It's another music question. Name this clip. Okay, we won't hear it, but they'll hear it. And yes, it's short again.
Last time we heard it.
Yeah, I had to do something to oolong to hear it. Let me just find it because they're a little bit not in the right place like I had hoped. They got a little bit jiggled all over the place. Hopefully oolong's not still playing. Ayo Maya. No, it's not. Good. Where is the clip? Hang on, guys. I'll find it. Oh, I finally found it. I want to... let me just make it so we can hear it too. I want her to hear it so she can... I want to see her reaction.
No, we heard that last time.
You won't hear it unless I do this.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
You only heard oolong. You didn't hear the other one. Okay, here we go. Here's your clip. Name this song. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. That's the clip.
In official games, they play longer. Right?
No, they don't.
Really?
No.
You sure?
I'm 100% sure. They're always super short, especially when they're super obvious like that. So name that clip. I'll give it to you once more. Na 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 na. All right, we got some answers rolling in. Keep them rolling in.
I'll go with D before I even hear the clip. That's because our how do you say, our tea song playlist is overly short.
You're right. We gotta expand it, right?
We're making an effort in 2021. Okay, musician.
Oh, I don't know, JS. I don't know if we're gonna let you change it. Oh, I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you. Don't worry. So this is question 14. I think it's gonna be a sweep here. I'm not sure what's happening. I haven't exposed the answer yet. I love the time signature guessed even before he heard the clip. That's pretty pretty good detective work.
Right.
And this one was a solo project. I think Fernanda's asking if Igor helped, right? Was this a solo project? I think that one was solo. Just had to crack that one out quickly, hence the shaky vocals. All right, guys, if you have guessed D, you are right. Lolo guessed C. I guess I tricked you. I sound like Paul McCartney. Fernanda guessed D. Let me just gather up these right answers. JS switched. Last minute change of heart to D. Cindy.
Igor says Beatles with some white noise.
D.
Ew. I keep forgetting.
Dion went with definitely D. No doubt in her mind. Joseph got it with a D. Igor got it, right? Did Igor get it? Oh yeah, he was right away. Right after Tim. Was it Tim? Yeah. Lolo. Did Lolo guess? Lolo guessed C. Okay, almost everybody got it. Did Michelle guess? Michelle guessed it. All right, so I didn't. I thought I had a perfect one, but didn't quite get it. Guys, I cannot believe it. Can you believe it? We're arriving at our last question. Let's have a little sip of tea. Okay. We're arriving at our last question. Our last tea trivia question. I'm going to switch over here. I'm going to take a little sip of tea. It's been a slice. We're going to... Wow, it's really good. This tea is going to literally go forever. It tastes like it could be the third infusion. It's still full and rich, delightful. Wow.
You see the
calming.
Whole tea trivia made my hair like crazy, but I just whenever
This is still thinking. Really full, huh?
Oh yeah.
A lot of thinking, a lot of good tea. My brain's going crazy. All right, guys, so we've had a great run. Thanks for, we're not wrapping up. We still got one question left. I don't want to, I realize I totally sound like I'm wrapping up. I'm not. See you later. It's over. Off. Test pattern. No, we're just, it's been great fun. I hope you enjoyed the Tea Trivia Bonanza. We're going to head back to our last question and, I don't know, reveal, I guess. Which of the following is not a natural tea chemical? I should have sorted these out a little better. I wish it was more funny. I like funny questions at the end. This is so nerdy. Which of the following, anyway, we're all tea nerds here. Which of the following, no apologies, is not a natural tea chemical? Is it A, theobromine, D, L-theanine, C, theobrownin, or D,
Thiacloprid.
Thiacloprid.
Thiacloprid. This is an English lesson for me.
This is not English, just so you know.
Okay.
This is chemistry. This is a chemistry lesson, which I guess is mostly like Latinish, weirdo chemistry language. So which of the following, I cannot answer that, okay?
Right.
I will be given away. Which of the following is not a natural tea chemical? Is it A, theobromine, D, L-theanine, C, theobrownin, or D, thiacloprid? I will tell you they are all for sure chemicals. None, you know.
None is made up?
None are misspellings because they might think it's a misspelling and it's not. None of them are misspellings. They're all actual stand-up chemicals. D's Versified says, this has been great fun, acquired more tea knowledge as well. Yeah, that's kind of the goal, is to just have fun. You know, when, I mean, if she opens her mouth, we're all acquiring tea knowledge, right? So we could just sit here and chat and have tea time, and that is super fun, and we do that plenty a lot, and we love it. But it's also fun to throw in some mix, and then we decided to have a big bonanza. But some teas taste like brownie. Right, Thea Brownie? Yes, that's what she said the first time she heard that too. Is that related to brownie? So we've got the guesses rolling in. We'll let them roll in. Oh boy, this is really good. We're gonna drink this all night, I think.
Oh yeah.
This tea has great endurance. Hey, Leo, 1986, welcome to the show, and thanks for submitting a guess. That is awesome. I always have been encouraging as people jump in, just dive in, guess your question, let us know what you're brewing and how it's tasting. It's a bit of an aged tea, day today for all of us folks, for
like,
a lot of us folks.
Dark tea, yeah.
Dark tea and aged tea. So if you are enjoying those, let us know how they're evolving and how they've evolved over the course of tea trivia. We're on our final question, question 15. Cindy survived an oversteep, made it. We survived a couple oversteeps too. Really smooth and luscious despite that. Oh, can I have a smell?
Yeah.
I think that's about it for the answers. They seem to have slowed down, so I'm going to call no more bets.
They react really fast.
Really quick. Zoom. So here we go with the
How
final.
fast?
Zoom. The final tea trivia question answer is indeed Fernanda guessed brownies at the last minute. I'm going to accept your answer. The correct answer is indeed D, thiacloprid.
She got that right though.
Yes. Yep. So all of those, A, B, and C, are
This is
all
warming.
tea. As far as I know, they're all legit tea chemicals. Theobromine is more prevalent in cocoa, but also a little bit present in some tea, I think. Don't hold me to this, right? I'm not a chemist. I just Google this stuff really quick. Theobromine, C, theobromine we all know and love, is a definite tea chemical. L-theanine, clearly a tea chemical. D is a pesticide. It is not a natural tea chemical, but unfortunately,
Diversified totally, guys. D sounds toxic.
yeah, and it is found, unfortunately, in some teas. That's why I slid the word natural in there, because you might find thiacloprid in your tea, but you will not find thiacloprid in our tea. All right, but more like your Plains tea, industry tea, whatever. I don't know. I can't really comment, but
Right. Theobromine is a chemical that has like richer in black teas and Shu Pu'ers. There was one study, only one. Okay, I just share with you one study that shows it seems to be theobromine has a great effect like on SARS in terms of prevention and
SARS, the old last
COVID.
pandemic, you know, the old boring one from
Yes, it seems to have a very good effect in terms of kills that in the body or something. There's some only one study about that. So that's when COVID-19 got become global. Pandemic. There was people talking about how tea would help with this and that, but it's just one study, and not very thoroughly or stuff. It's a rough idea. Still needs more looking into that, but it's just something to share with you guys. But
yes, cool.
I'm not saying tea can kill COVID-19 or anything.
Right, right. So lots of comments about how it sounded toxic and it's killing the bees. And Time Signature says, I have to admit that I've been drinking herbal tea because it's late here, so I want to avoid caffeine. And I totally get that.
Absolutely.
That is totally fine. We want to hear about your whiskeys, your beers, your wines, your herbal teas, whatever you're drinking, your regular tea if you're drinking tea. It's all good with us. Now, guys, I gotta tabulate a little bit. I don't have a sophisticated system. It's called a notebook. You gotta talk to them.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just watching in the camera working like a grandpa.
Now, if you guys kept your own score, and I'm wrong, too bad. No,
Too bad.
no, just kidding. Let me know, and we can double check. But I did my best.
Yes, to green rooibos. I never had a green
Joseph,
rooibos.
holy crow, dude. Joseph got a lot right. He missed 3 according to mine. That's really good. 4,
Wow.
10, whoa. Very
Herbal
good.
teas are pretty good too. Yes, and dry apple with this tea trivia bonanza has been so fun. Yeah, we had so much. Guess the spoilers.
All right.
Yes.
It was really
so
close.
Mesmerized with the points and stuff. Anyway. Oh, you're fast. You're very fast.
Yep. I did it
Yeah,
pretty
help me
organized.
out. I drink tea and good teas make me mellow. sorry, I'm
Mmm.
not
Did you see
very
Michelle
talkative.
just drank a hot chocolate? That's really awesome. We love that
Oh.
after shovel as
Shovel.
well.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you come in, you're all cold, and you just warm up some milk and put some cocoa in, or however you do it. It's just awesome.
We're thinking about shoveling today now.
Theobromine. Thea Brown and theobromine. Yeah, is in cocoa. Hot cocoa has theobromine. Here we go.
What
Related
is
to
that good for?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's good for being in hot cocoa and tasting good after shoveling.
Yeah.
So everybody had a good time. I'm going to give you maybe the top. It was a really close match, guys. I can't believe how close it was. I'm going to give you like the top. Our top three were JS came in number 3 with 8 points. Great work there, JS. And coming in number 2 was Cindy with 11 out of 15. Great work, Cindy. Holy crow. Again, if you think I made a mistake, we can always scroll back. But our winner today, however, is Joseph Burton with 12 out of 15 questions correct. Unbelievable. Way to, I don't think I could have done that well.
That's really good.
Way to go, guys. But most important, we all had fun together. We drank a bunch of good tea. This tea
It's so much fun. You
mind-blowing.
guys did such a great job.
Yeah, great job. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking with us and just being such a cool tea tribe. For those of you who are a little bit late to the game, thank you for jumping in anyway and having some fun. I really appreciate it. If you want to get to know this crew and others better, check out our Discord. I'll throw a link in the description down below. And that's where we might have our 100 question tea party. That seems to be a good spot for that. And yeah, Joseph, we will contact you. I think we can contact you. I think we know how to get in touch with you. So we will yeah, or he can get in touch with us if we don't know how to get in touch with him. But if we don't get in touch with you in the next few minutes, get in touch with us so you can grab onto your $50 coupon code. We will get that out to you. If you don't hear from us, reach out to us because somehow I'm pretty sure we have his email somewhere. So we're going to use it for that purpose. If I need to disclose that, I'm doing that now. You know, with all those email laws, it's a little bit spooky. So I'm going to email you, okay? I think he's cool. I'm just being silly. So much fun. Holy hole in a donut. Congrats. Time signature. I love
Holy hole in a donut.
You have the best,
Yes.
the best exclamatives that I've ever seen. I am big happy smiles on
wasn't
Discord.
sure.
Yes, perfect. Yes, I recognize the
Yeah,
the emoji.
the emoji, but I wasn't sure. Okay, that's perfect.
Yeah. We just watched V for Vendetta, so you never know if the emoji maybe isn't just something like that.
Lolo is Igor?
Oh, Lolo is Igor too. Hey, Igor. Whoa, hang on. Let me retabulate your score.
Yeah.
I have you down as Lolo and Igor, so I don't... Okay. I updated your score. No change. Hope you don't mind. Well, but keep hitting that keyboard, buddy, and the guitar. I think you were on the
Joseph
guitar
had
yesterday.
a moment. It was like,
He's like, oh. So that's awesome. So great. No, yes. No, it's no
so
problem. It's no problem. We got the joke and we loved it. Igor, you're the best, buddy. I just love it.
huh?
Yeah, he's playing with us. Oh, this is so fun, guys. Thanks for joining us.
This is very fun, okay? I think nothing is better for this year to wrap it in such a happy tea moment.
Yes, good one, yeah. So yeah, and that does wrap us up for this year, unless we go rando and just show up. But we have no more scheduled lives until the new year, so we want to wish all of you guys a happy end of 2020 and busting into 2021. I am going to love 2021 no matter what. I have decided that already. I hope you guys do too. And, you know, hanging out with you guys is a big part of what kind of made me say, yeah, everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be all right.
I don't think 2020, but I do feel like it brings something to my life.
Oh, yeah, definitely. What is it they say? That which does not kill me makes me stronger. Bam.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, guys. So, hang in there. We will be back on Sunday for Sunday Tea Book in the new year, where we are starting black tea. The black tea section is going to be starting. we're like what, 2/3 of the way through the book?
Oh, we're almost done. Just
We're right there. So it's time for you guys to start and think about the next
start
publications.
to fog up again.
Yeah, let us know any publications that you know of that are in Chinese only.
Yes, you
or
can
that
post on the Sunday Tea Book session in Discord or direct message on Instagram, email,
Yep,
anything.
anywhere you can reach us.
Share with us. I'm gonna put a little, my criteria in terms of some basic criteria in terms of what are the books or style of the stuff I'm looking for, so you guys have a better little thoughts of what we're.
I think we're going to do a shorter one this time, right? We started with a whole book, and I'm really.
It's a challenge, right?
I'm kind of proud of us. We made it, right? Let's have a high five, Rachel. We're doing great. And
was it loud?
yeah, probably, but they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're not wearing headphones. All right, guys. Everyone's saying Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of y'all. We'll be sipping tea and thinking of you when the clock strikes 12 on January 1st, 2021. Until next time, guys.
See you next year.
We will see you next year.
Keep
Keep steeping.